24 spot on our countdown, a Comedy Central funny man gives us the greatest gift of all.
You think, can politics and Christmas mix? The answer is yes. In Stephen Colbert's world, absolutely.
It's a Colbert Christmas, the greatest gift of all.
Stephen Colbert had this fantastic idea to do a Christmas special.
The cast includes Jon Stewart, Toby Keith, Willie Nelson.
The special is full of hilarious songs, but my favorite is John Legend.
R&B superstar John Legend
Has a great song called Nutmeg.
Nutmeg is what gives eggnog its
It's full of sexual innuendo and very, very funny.
Girl, I'm gonna rock you like a cradle. You lick the nutmeg off my ladle.
I'm really not going to get into it any more than that. Use your imagination.
John, where are you going?
Where do you think I'm going? I'm gonna go find a Meg so I can nut it.
Coming in at number 23, one of the most entertaining and beloved Christmas specials of all time.
The Charlie Brown Christmas special is like a delicious fruitcake.
This was a story that was written in 1965, but yet here we are in the new millennium and everybody still loves it.
It's got heart, it's got music, it's got charm, it's got a dancing cartoon dog.
These kids are always doing this weird kind of dance where they look like go-go dancers having little seizures.
Of course, this is a story with a message.
Charlie Brown is depressed as usual, and he is fed up with Christmas and commercialism.
That moment with Sally when she's dictating her Christmas list to Charlie is so priceless.
Just send money. How about 10s and 20s? 10s and 20s? Oh, even my baby sister. All I want is what I have coming to me. All I want is my fair share.
What is wrong with this little girl? You know what? She's gonna wind up dancing at the club with that mentality.
Look, I'm sure Sally has bills, and she doesn't want to get into all that with everybody. Just give her the cash.
Getting her done at number 21, Larry the Cable Guy's Christmas Special. When most people think of Christmas, they imagine a fat guy in a red suit. But sometimes you get a fat guy in red flannel.
This Christmas special, it's sort of a Vegas-style variety special with holiday sketches and special guests.
Perhaps the most hilarious sketch is about shopping on Christmas Eve.
It involves the Hannah bandana doll, which is obviously supposed to be the Hannah Montana doll. There's only one left in the store.
But three parents, played by Caroline Ray, Kenan Thompson, and Reno Collier, just have to have that year's it gift.
Hannah bandana!
It's getting that big gift, that big ticket item, and going through stampedes and hitting and pummeling other people to get it.
I like this kind of party. Come on!
Isn't that the irony? Here you have these parents really fighting tooth and nail to get this toy.
What's more important, having the new doll under your tree or having your parents alive for Christmas Day?
Do the online shopping, you're all set. You don't have to deal with the crazy people.
Making our list at number 17, Family Ties Christmas Carol.
Alex P. Keaton was 100% the modern-day Ebenezer Scrooge.
This holiday is a silly, sentimental farce. It's phony.
And one of the most amazing scenes in the episode is when Alex hears Christmas carolers outside his window.
Hey!
Hi, Mr. Keaton. Christmas cheer to you, sir.
Get off the lawn before I call the cops.
And then he notices that one's a reverend.
Oh, sorry, Reverend.
But, you know, he's a Scrooge. He doesn't care.
What is wrong with these people?
I love that Alex's nightmare of Christmas futures involves not only allowing his family to go into poverty, but that he's also very, very worried about going bald.
Oh, no. What happened to me?
You lost your spirit.
Never mind my spirit. What about my hair?
But this dire yet hilarious version of the future is enough to change Alex's Scrooge attitude.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Alex!
They don't make television like this anymore. Yeah, sure, it's not real, it's not gritty, but I want to see the carolers, and I want to see Alex make amends, and I want to cry just a little bit.
Coming in at the number 14 spot on our countdown, the Queen of Pop is the victim of the ultimate Christmas prank.
Punk'd was a show that aired on MTV starring Ashton Kutcher, and what he would do was trick his celebrity friends in sort of candid camera kind of fashion. So in this particular episode, Beyonce Knowles is the victim, and what they do is bring her to what she thinks is a kind of charity event for underprivileged kids.
I don't know if they explained it to you, but a lot of these kids really haven't had any kind of a Christmas for several years. So
this heartwarming charity event turns into an absolute nightmare. She's putting the Star of Hope onto this 50-foot tree when all of a sudden... it crushes all of the Christmas presents.
You ruined our Christmas!
And she reacted just like anyone else would. She didn't know what to do. It's kind of like a deer caught in headlights.
Everybody makes mistakes, all right, Ashlyn? And
she didn't ruin it. She just wrecked it a lot. That's all. Let's do a photo op.
And then, of course, that's when Ashton comes out.
And you ruined Christmas officially.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
This next moment combines one of America's funniest women with one smooth and sexy gingerbread surprise.
In 2004, Ellen started this 12 Days of Christmas giveaway, and every day for 12 days she had somebody in a gingerbread costume come out, do a little dance, and give away some fabulous prizes to the studio audience.
On the last day, the gingerbread man comes out, and Ellen takes off the head of his costume.
When she took the top of the costume off and revealed that it was Justin Timberlake, the women in the audience went crazy. It was like they were on Oprah and she was giving away cars. It's like, you get adjusted. You get adjusted. You get adjusted.
Not only did Justin Timberlake reveal himself as the gingerbread man, but then he dressed up Ellen as a glass of milk, and the two of them danced. Suddenly, this is turning into a role-playing fantasy for half of the women in America. Kinda wrong, but kinda right.
I gotta tell you, I feel sexy.
Coming in at the number 8 spot on our countdown, A Christmas Miracle, straight out of our favorite zip code.
90210 was one of my absolute guiltiest pleasures. It was just this teen soap opera that everybody loved.
And 1992's Christmas extravaganza, It's a Totally Happening Life, was so bad, it was totally hysterical.
It's a nod to It's a Wonderful Life.
90210 does this holiday episode where a couple of angels are looking down over West Beverly High.
But as usual in 90210, there were tons of problems and loads of drama.
Donna is struggling to do this charity event where she gets everybody on a bus.
Suddenly, the drama turns to danger.
It cuts to a drunk driver guzzling as much alcohol as he can.
The bus and the truck are on a collision course. They're about to crash and everybody's about to die.
You're going the wrong way! Stop!
But it's a Christmas special, so
they pass through each other in this kind of magical, supernatural way.
It is one of the worst special effects I've ever seen.
I was a little kid, and even I knew that this was the cheesiest special effect I had ever seen.
That sort of thing always happens in Beverly Hills, and that's why everybody wants to live there.
Just because a show is a Christmas special doesn't mean it's treated with kid gloves. Number 7, the Family Guy Christmas episode.
Christmas is the ultimate holiday for a show like Family Guy to take, poke fun at, and turn completely on its head.
Brian has a great line about, cheesy Christmas sweaters, and the lyric comes up, "Don we now our gay apparel."
Doesn't get much gayer than this.
When is a Christmas sweater a good idea?
I love it.
5 spot on our list, let's raise a glass to Cheers Thanksgiving Orphans.
Here we had this motley crew of characters who came from all walks of life. They were like our extended family.
I have nothing bad to say about Cheers or its cast members. How was that, Ted Danson? Was it good?
Screaming its way into number 3 on our countdown is Seinfeld's famous holiday for the rest of us, Festivus.
Hey, happy Festivus, everyone!
Well, Seinfeld's brought a lot of catchphrases to popular culture. You got Spongeworthy, you got Master of Your Own Domain, but the most important to me is Festivus.
Festivus was invented by George Costanza's father, Frank, and it was like no holiday we'd ever seen before.
They made Festivus about as unpretty as a holiday can be. Instead of this big, gorgeous tree that's all decked out, they have a metal pole. I mean, really, can it get any worse than that? Oh, actually, yeah, it can, because they're going to tell you how you've disappointed them all year long.
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances.
It's a day of airing your grievances with your family and letting the other know how much you've let them down for the year.
I got a lot of problems with you people.
When you know the full story, the whole episode of Festivus is kind of like one big therapy session, because one of the writers claims that his father actually invented this holiday, actually celebrated it. So this is pretty cathartic for him.
Oh, this is the best Festivus ever!